Hey everybody, what's going on? SupermanRion here, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another little discussion video. And today what we're going to be talking about is Dragonball Super episode 66. And holy crap, we finally got to see Vegito, we finally got to see Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, and we got to see a lot of cool stuff that we all wanted to see. In my own opinion, guys, and I'm going to tell you this right now, this episode was very, very fan servicey. And I'm going to give you my reasons why I think that's a good thing, and I'm going to give you my reasons why I think that's a bad thing. But before I do that, I want to let everybody know right now, there are going to be spoilers in this review, in this discussion video. So if you have not kept up with Dragon Ball Super, more specifically the Future Trunks Black Goku Zamasu arc, if you don't want to know anything about this episode, if you haven't seen this episode yet and you want to see it but you don't want anything spoiled yet, click off the video now. If you haven't seen it, you don't care about the spoilers, you want to know what the fuck happened, or you have seen it and you want to know my personal opinion, stay on the video. But without further ado, guys, we're going to get started. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I thought that this episode was really great and really disappointing all at the same time, and I'm going to give you my reasons why I thought that this was amazing first, okay? So first off, what we got to see in this episode, we got to see Vegito, we got to see Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, we got to see the sword fight that we wanted to see. It didn't happen exactly the way that we wanted it to, but we all know, if you've been a fan of Dragon Ball Z for any amount of time, and you've watched the Buu arc, you know anything about Vegito, you played Dokkan Battle, didn't even matter if you haven't watched the series. If you play Dokkan Battle and you've seen Super Vegito, you know what I'm talking about, where Vegito has his spirit sword attack. That's his big thing. Well, we know that Goku Black and Zamasu, that's their big thing. So we kind of got to see a little bit of that between the two of them. Zamasu's going and he's kind of taking Vegito down a little bit, and Vegito's kind of laying on the ground, and he's a little injured, and he goes to swipe down on Vegito to finish the fight, and we all know that Vegito's is a lot bigger. Okay, his goes a lot farther, so he sticks his hands out kind of like a little dab, and stabs Zamasu in the chest and says, "I can do that too." That was a really cool moment. There was a lot of other really, really cool moments in this episode. In this episode specifically, I mean, everything that we wanted in this arc was in this episode. We got to see the fusion. We got to see the sword fight. We got to see the Super Saiyan Blue fusion. We got to see Trunks actually beat Zamasu. Trunks is the one that beat him. We got a confirmation on whether or not Zamasu is immortal, because he was immortal and Black wasn't, but they fused. The answer was they're kind of immortal. The body can't handle it. The spirit and body are kind of separating, which is why he was ugly as fuck on one side, because that was, I guess, Goku Black's side. And so much happened in this episode. Now, there are some bad things about this episode too. I really think that this episode should have been multiple episodes together, or spread out between multiple episodes. I think that that's what they did. I think that they took multiple episodes and put them all into one, because the fight between Vegito and Zamasu lasted 5 minutes maybe, and then they defused, because apparently, unless you're a Supreme Kai, when you fuse with the Batory earrings, the fusion only lasts an hour. Now, we know from previous episodes and previous arcs, every other time we've seen a fusion, when you go Super Saiyan 3 or you go Super Saiyan Blue, or when you use too much power, diffusion doesn't last as long. We see that with Trunks, or with Gotenks. We see that with Gogeta even in GT. I mean, we see that with every fusion that we've seen so far. You use too much power, you get too strong, the fusion doesn't last as long as it's supposed to, which I don't have a big deal with that, or I don't have a big problem with that, because it kind of, I don't know, it doesn't change the story a whole lot to me. I mean, look at Goku and Frieza's fight, that 5-minute fight that lasted 10 episodes. It doesn't matter if they say the fight was only 2 minutes long. They can make the actual fight 15 hours long or 15 episodes long, whatever. So that doesn't make a big difference to me. But there's also been a lot of discussion in the community, on social media, on YouTube, everywhere, that they retconned Vegito and that's horrible and that shouldn't count because Elder Kai, when he fused with that bitch, Supreme Kai, even though he was, she wasn't. I think that's kind of the point. There can only be one Supreme Kai in each universe. So as long as it's one Supreme Kai and whoever else fusing together, then the fusion will last forever. And that they say that's why Vegito defused in the Buu saga when Buu absorbed him. Now, yes, I think that it was a coincidence that Buu just happened to absorb him, and as soon as they hit like Buu's stomach, they defuse. You know, it's kind of a cop-out. I get it, but at the same time, it's Akira Toriyama. Let him do his thing. The dude's gonna give us a great story one way or another. But believe me, guys, that wasn't the only bad things that I have to say about this episode. And we see Trunks throughout this arc and throughout this big long fight in the future. He's using all these moves that everybody else knows. He's using the Masenko, he's using the Gatling gun, Final Flash. He tries to use Final Explosion at one point in time. He's trying to use all these other moves that everybody else uses, which I don't have a big deal with. Now, one, I think that's kind of a cop-out in its own, because Trunks maybe, you know, with the Masenko, maybe Gohan taught him that. With the Gatling gun and Final Flash, maybe Trunks is smart enough to learn how to do that even after just watching Vegeta only do it once or twice. Way back in the Cell saga. But the Spirit Bomb, I have a problem with. So if you haven't watched this episode, Trunks uses the Spirit Bomb. Now, he doesn't, you know, raise his hands and say, give me your energy, and then throw the Spirit Bomb down. No, he does what Goku does in the Android 13 movie. And if you haven't seen that, what Goku does is he basically makes a Spirit Bomb and then absorbs that energy. So now he has the power of the power of that Spirit Bomb is in him. Okay, well, now Trunks does that. I have an issue with that because, one, Trunks, at least with the way the episode went, it looked like Trunks didn't know he was doing it. You know, it just happened. And I don't know, maybe they'll explain that in the next episode. I have no idea. But Trunks used the Spirit Bomb, absorbed the energy inside of him, channeled that energy into his broken sword, made a new huge sword out of it, and then stabbed Zamasu in the chest, pulled it up him, and just sliced him all the way in half. Now, granted, listen, guys, everything that we wanted to happen in this arc happened. Awesome. I didn't want all of it to happen in this one episode, though. That's my big thing. The episode was awesome, and if you haven't watched it yet, go watch it. Do not let this review keep you from watching it. It was a great episode. They just jam-packed too much stuff in it. Too much fan servicey stuff. And listen, guys, Bandai, if you're watching this, Akira Toriyama, if you're watching this, Funimation, whoever, if you're watching this, we like the fan service stuff. Give us fan service stuff. That's cool, man. And I get it. You know, my subscribers, you guys know, if you're new to the channel, you don't know this. My subscribers know I own a business. I'm dressed for my business for work today. I own my own business, so I understand the concept of giving your clients or your fans what they want to see. I mean, I do that with YouTube. That's why when I make gameplay videos about a new game, I ask you guys, do you want to see this more? And based on the yes and no's, it comes out or it doesn't. You know, I understand that. We don't want all of the fan service in one episode, and please make it to where it makes sense. Yes, we wanted Vegito. Yes, you know, I don't want to say some of us, most of us, if not all of us, wanted to see Vegito. Most, if not all of us, wanted to see Trunks beat Zamasu. We wanted Trunks to be the winner, to fix his own fucking problem for once. We want to see the Omni King, who in the preview is coming in the next episode. You know, we want to see all this stuff. We don't want to see all of it at once. And you can pick. I did not want to see all of that stuff. I wanted to see all of it. I didn't want to see all of it, though. I didn't want to see all of it together. I would have been happy with if they'd have picked Vegito beat him. I'd have been happy if they'd have picked Trunks beat him. I'd have been happy if... Well, I probably wouldn't have been happy if they had the Omni King come in and beat him. But I'd have been happy. I'm not all that happy that they made Vegito come in, whoop his ass, get defused, and Trunks comes in, whoops his ass. We think kills him because the dude chops him in half, but he cuts him right down the middle. So now there's Zamasu and there's Black's half. We don't know what the fuck's gonna go on there. If this half is gonna be still alive, just squirming around and shit because he's immortal, and the other side's gonna be dead because that's Black, or what? You know, we don't know what's gonna go on there. I don't know. I feel indifferent about this episode. I really think that if you have not seen this episode, though, you need to go watch it. You need to go check it out. But this is kind of getting a little long. We're at about 12, 13 minutes now, so I'm going to cut this off here. Guys, let me know what you thought about this episode down in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about this review. Let me know if you agree with everything that I'm saying. Let me know if you disagree with it. Let me know your own personal opinion about this episode and the following few episodes of Dragon Ball Super. What's going to be happening next. Now, we know from title leaks and description leaks that Goku's going to find something in his pocket that he forgot about. We also know Omni King's coming to where he's at. You put 2 and 2 together. Well, what did Goku have in his pocket that he didn't know about? Couldn't have been a Senzu Bean, and if it was, who cares, because the fight's over. It's got to be the Omni King emergency button, right? So he pulls this button out. I'm assuming that this is what's going to happen. He's going to pull this button out. He's going to go, oh, what's this? Click, and the Omni King's going to come up. You know, the Omni King's going to come down, and he's going to know who Goku is because he's the Omni King. And everybody's going to be freaking out because they're going to think that the Omni King's going to blow up the whole universe because of this, and then because he wasn't supposed to know about this, and the Omni King's going to look at it and go, normally I would kill all of you, but I like you, Goku, so let's go play hide and seek. Yeah. You know, I feel like that's what's going to happen. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on that down in the comment section below. But I think I'm going to wrap this up now, guys. Like I said, let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video. This is SupermanRion signing off. Bye, guys.